unranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Bell. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Huskers in the hurry up. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to...
There he goes! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Cornhuskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Raiola. Grab near the marker, it's Barney. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking left. Makes the catch. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Pushes toward the goal line. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finding an escape route. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Ki-Jana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Finds his man, it's Hunter. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth? It's a seam wide open! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history.
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's like a loose boulder, just carrying worms his way to the 32.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
He'll get this drive started from the 29. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the touchdown, Husker. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We've got our eye on this one, and
it's a running room. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Let's it fly. Complete downfield. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. Turning on the Jets. Down that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Buying some time. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
We for you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Markway. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give them a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. A lot of room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Headed to the end zone. He's piled up 76 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Huskers want to move quickly.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Has to get there to move the sticks. Across the 45. He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to...
Wide open on the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
On the ground, it's Allen. Turning it on. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll try it again. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. And it's caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He goes out of bounds. No time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll bring it back. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Oh, better look out. There he goes. explosive run by this ball carrier.
You know, the risk on defense on 4th and short, putting all those guys close to the line of scrimmage, is that if the offense creases you, it's going to be an explosive play, and that's exactly what happened. They weren't able to stay in all of their gaps, and the offense breaks off an explosive run on 4th and short.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 17 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal, and now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. The Huskers heading quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cornhuskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They think there's room to run to the right here. Spins away from the defense. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Barney. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The play action fake. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the corner. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job securing secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Allen.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Got it in the middle. It's Dinkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass. It's Allard. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run the toss. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Toss to the left. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is the quarterback had his molars rearranged.
Yeah, and if I'm a defensive guy, listen, hits on the quarterback are important. I know they got a touchdown, but those body blows throughout a game sometimes can add up.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. Oh, out of space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He's trying to get it in. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Moving away from pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
To throw, it's Raiola. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd down, going up top. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
From the red zone, it's Allen. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air, it's Raiola. He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and
it's a running room. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The handoff to Johnson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.